Hey folks, just a quick note before we dive into today's episode. We're about to embark on a wild journey through the history of swear words, which means there will be a lot of bleep-worthy language flying around. Normally, we sprinkle in a few choice words, but today, it's like a swear word buffet. So, if you've got little ears nearby or you're not in the mood for a cuss fest, consider this your friendly warning. Listener discretion is advised. Let the profanity parade begin.
You can call 814-299-5155. That's 814-299-5155. Call that number and leave us a voicemail. We'll play it on the show. You can also email us at ineffably-sublimepod@gmail.com. If you don't feel like talking, send it there. We'll read it on the show. Enjoy. Hey there, sports fans and concert junkies. Have you ever wanted to snag tickets for your favorite events without breaking the bank?
Well, now you can with SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the go-to app for buying tickets to live events, whether it's sports, concerts, theater, or more.
And guess what, folks? We've got an exclusive offer just for our listeners. You can use our special promo code ISPodcast to get $20 off your first purchase.
That's right, Bobs. With SeatGeek, you'll find the best deals on tickets from all over the web, all in one place.
And here's the best part. SeatGeek's got a color-coded system that makes it super easy to find the perfect deal. From dark green to red, you'll know exactly what kind of deal you're getting.
So whether you're looking for front row seats to see your favorite band or courtside tickets to catch the big game or wrestling, SeatGeek has you covered.
Don't wait any longer. Download the SeatGeek app today and use our promo code ISPodcast, all one word, all capitalized, ISPodcast, to get $20 off your first purchase.
That's ISPodcast, ISPODCAST, for $20 off. Don't miss out on unforgettable live experiences. SeatGeek, tickets made simple.
Sublime Squad, we're on the attack. DJ Mitch turning absurdity into punk rock. We dissect the absurd sides, our claim to fame. Spots McGamble, the Southpaw co-host with the wild name. We dive deep into the weird, no topics off limits. From bizarre news to strange conspiracies, we're committed. DJ's the Bubs, rocking the mic with style. Punches, he's the rebel with a smile. Absurdly sublime, that's what we're about. Making you laugh, we'll leave you with no doubt. Join the Sublime Squad, buckle up and enjoy the ride. We'll bring the chaos with punk rock as our guide.
What's going on, Sublime Squad? And thank you for joining us for a lovely edition of Ineffably Sublime. I'm Deej, and with me, as always, is our favorite co-host, Redding Bisher. What's going on, Redding?
Oh, hey, I got it. I figured it out. Hey, I'm doing good. It went to, it automatically did the thing where it did the thing, where it went to the Chrome and not the Edge.
Oh, word.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing good. What is that? What is my name? Otis Redding. Redding Bisher.
Redding Bisher.
Otis Redding's a singer, I think.
No, Redding Bisher is the upper echelon of the Redding namesake.
I just love that. Stupid AI thinking that I'm some guy named Redding Bisher.
My favorite part about it is that guy doesn't exist.
Yeah. Should we tell the folks? Let's tell the folks. You tell the folks.
Yeah, why not?
Why don't we?
I had been using Midjourney AI to generate images for a very long time. I always do this. But they released a feature where you can have it describe an image that you input. So I thought, oh, that ought to be fun. So I inputted an image of myself from our podcast artwork that you see every day. The image of me and Mitch sitting at the table where it looks like I'm giving Mitch a hand job underneath the table, that one.
Yeah.
I put the image of me in there and it spat back, 10 different images or 4 different descriptions of what it saw, and mine said a portrait of Luis Guzman, which plays. Amanda said, "I always thought it looked like that, but didn't want to say anything." That's so funny. My friend Ryan actually pointed that out. He goes, "It looks like you're giving him a handy under the table," and I'm like, "How do you know I'm not?"
That's why I've got such a nice little smile on my face.
Anyway,
tip.
so the thing said a portrait of Luis Guzman, and he's the guy from what's he famous for? He's the one
He's
from
in.
Bruce.
From
Not
what?
Bruce Almighty. He's from Yes Man, or he's the one who's like standing on the edge, and
He is. He's one of those people that he's in so many things.
He plays Gomez Adams in the new Wednesday series.
Oh, does he? I didn't know that. Oh my god, he's been in so many things. I can't think of a single one.
Right, so we thought that shit was hilarious. So I was like, I'm gonna put the image of Mitch in there. I put the image of Mitch in there, and it spits back hold on, I gotta read it. It's so funny. It spits back just the most random thing, and we were just blown away. Oh no, now I have my thing all messed up here. Oh, here it is. It says an extremely photorealistic caricature of Redding Bisher wearing a navy blue hoodie. And Mitch is like, who the fuck is Redding Bisher? And it turns out it's nobody. It's Mitch.
Nobody. Yep, it's me. Yeah, I typed in, I Googled, you Google Redding Bisher. It was like a picture of it had a picture of some guy throwing a javelin whose name wasn't even Redding Bisher. Then some guy with a beard whose name wasn't Redding Bisher. There is no Redding Bisher out there in the world, but AI thinks I am Redding Bisher.
That's the first insight we've ever given into one of Mitch's nicknames for real.
Yeah.
So Redding Bisher, he works at McDaniel's. He likes
I do love a good old meal at McDaniel's.
Yeah. So
see, now I just typed in Redding Bisher and I'm getting a picture of some sort of tool. Not like a tool, like a jack off tool. Not like a jack off.
Oh my god.
But like an idiot, like a tool, like isn't a like an asshole tool, like a real tool.
Like a person being called a tool. Not a jack off tool.
Yeah. So on Amazon you can get Redding the Big Boss Reloading Press Upgraded. No, that's not a Bisher. It's just Redding. See, it's stupid.
Either way, you've gained a new nickname. I was seriously laughing about that shit for like 7 hours. Like, no joke. It came with me all the way home, and I was dying.
I've got a lot of how'd you say that? I've got, since the beginning of the show, I've grown to how many nicknames do I have now?
I don't know. Because it's easily like 7.
Yeah. I mean, off the top of my head, I can think of Bingo McDonald, Spuds McGamble, the Woodpecker, now Redding Bisher.
Yeah. That might be it, actually.
That might be it. That's how many did I just say? 4. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
there's probably a few that just didn't stick.
Yeah, there are some of those that probably are floating around there.
I mean, Nate called you Bick Mitchum, but that's not really something that we stuck with.
No, but I think Chris likes it, though.
Chris does like it. He likes it more than Redding Bisher.
Yeah. I don't think I like Redding Bisher either. Because I can't remember it. It sounds a little highbrow to me, if you ask me.
Highbrow.
Like hoity-toity. Like, ooh. Like, ooh.
I mean,
Mr. Redding Bisher. Like fancy English, douchebag name.
If this was in like Modern Family universe, it'd be like friends with Clive Bixby.
Who was Clive Bixby on Modern?
He was Phil's alter ego.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I need to get into that show more.
Oh man, it's like my favorite thing in the world.
I watched the episode where they were playing like kickball or something. And
I don't know if I've seen it yet.
Oh my god. It's the guy's real name is Nathan Lane. And he's like he's like a friend of Cam and Mitchell. And I don't even remember how I can't see. I'm going to butcher it really bad.
Yeah. He's the guy who does the voice of Timon on The Lion King.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
And-
him in one other episode.
Okay, I think he pops in a couple more times, but there's an episode where they're playing kickball or softball or something. I can't remember. I think they said something about he got to hit the yeah, I can't remember. He's funny as shit in it. I'm really screwing this up.
I absolutely love, like, I just noticed last night Cam and Mitchell's, like, all of their friends have the most ridiculous names.
Yeah.
Like, insane names. Like, and he, like, gets on the phone, he goes, "Oh, hi, androgynous. Yeah, Pepper Saltzman." Like, insane names. Like,
Oh.
and androgynous or androgynous, whatever the fuck his name. But dude,
Oh.
that shit was, I had me dying last
Yeah.
night.
That show, I keep getting clips and I keep laughing my ass off, and I keep saying to myself, I gotta watch it, especially. And I think I know I've talked to you about this Nathan Lane character. He does a movie in 95, I think 96, called The Birdcage with
Oh yeah, you
Robin
mentioned
Williams.
the birdcage, yeah.
Nathan Lane is infinitely funnier than Robin Williams in this movie.
Wow.
Because him and Robin Williams are gay nightclub owners. And Nathan Lane plays the less masculine of the two. And he's the star of the drag show that's below their apartment. I don't want to, tell the whole movie or anything. But oh my God, Nathan Lane in that movie is hilarious. You got to watch it because it's got Gene Hackman's in it. And I don't, like I said, I don't want to give too much away. Very much recommend The Birdcage.
Well, now that we got Jaws out of the way, I guess I'm open. I guess I'm
are
open for
open.
another classic.
Yep.
All right, folks. Oh, go ahead.
No, I don't want to.
Okay, fair enough. All right, folks. We're talking about swear words today, and their I don't know. I don't want to say the etymology of it, but just the science behind swear words, the best swear words. So again, if you haven't heard the disclaimer that I had at the beginning of the show, which has yet to, as of right now, hasn't happened yet, but I'm going to put one at the beginning of the show. If you haven't heard that yet, and you have little ears in the room, I would highly suggest that those little ears go, because yes, we swear on this show. Okay, but this is going to get a little R-rated.
You swear more than me, do I? I do. I think I try to hold back. I don't know why. I try to keep it like PG-13, but you go full force. I
mean, I've been doing this a while.
Yeah.
I've been doing this a while. I remember one time we did like an event for Nerd Talklips at the mall, me and Lane, and we had to there were children involved. It was like a Harry Potter event, and we were interviewing children, and they were like, and all the parents were like, "Oh man, where can we hear this?" And I'm like, yeah. So I said I had to like disclaimer every single one of them. Like, listen, we have a show. It's all about nerd stuff, but I said we do swear on the show. I said this episode's going to be swear free. Okay, so then I went back and made sure that it was. So I edited out every swear word that I found in our episode that involved their children's interview, and I missed like 17.
Oh my God,
it was tough.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's a lot of cussing.
I know, and it's also equally why I never got hired working for the local radio station, because they were like, "Yeah, no, we can't trust that you're not going to swear in the air," and I'm like, "Oh, gotcha."
I don't know. I don't know about that. I feel like that's a bit bullshit on their part, because I'm sure you can control your cussing.
I mean, for the most part, sure.
Yeah.
It just depends on how passionate I get about a subject.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's
true.
like, that was very, like, remember when I told you that I had a conversation with Jimmy Mack from Rebel Force Radio?
Yes.
And I reached out to him and I was like, "Hey, Jimmy Mack, like, I know you've been a radio host for a really long time. And like, I said I have an interview at a local radio station. It's like, I don't want to say it's my dream job, but it's something I'd really like to do." At the time, I didn't know that it paid like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, that's what I want to do. And he's like, "Oh, cool. Do you swear on your podcast?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "They're not going to hire you." And he was right. He was 100% right.
I feel like swearing though has become a little more okay. Or not okay, but passable anymore. Like, case in point, I was watching something on FX, which is basically just a cable network now, or cable, satellite, whatever you want to call it. And it was, what was it? What was the movie? Straight Outta Compton. And it was like 5 in the afternoon, early evening, whatever you want to call it. And they were just there was no editing when it came to the swearing. And it's like, I was very surprised because most of the time, you will try to watch movies and stuff on TV, they edit that stuff out, and they were letting the F word just go. And it's like,
Interesting.
yeah. So I was wondering, I keep saying it's like. That drives me nuts when I say it's like. But it is like that. Where they're just letting the cussing go. Like, oh shit, what was the other thing it was something on TBS. And it was F this, F that. They were just saying fuck. And they did not care. Where I remember, this was the old, back when I was young, like, it felt like on TV, the only two words you could hear, the only two swear words was hell and damn. Anything else, you would not get that on any network, any time of day. Hell and damn were like the only two. That was the furthest you could go. And now I feel like it's anything goes. It's a lot more liberal with the cussing.
You're absolutely correct. They changed it in recent time, and you could tell there was a time frame when you could tell when all of a sudden, like, they released certain words to be okay because
Mhm.
every show suddenly every other word was shit, every other word was bitch, like,
Uh-huh.
all the time, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Like, out of nowhere. But
Mhm.
I mean, you have the classic Carlin skit, which those are correct.
Mhm.
Okay, then you have other ones for the radio, which are the same as the Carlin, but they add some. So that's and this ties in with Blink-182. Blink-182 has a song called "Family Reunion."
Mhm.
All right, the only words to that song include the 7 words you can't say on TV plus the ones on the radio. Okay,
Ah.
so again, little ears out of the room. Here's the lyrics of the song: shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, fart, turd, and twat. For some reason, you can't say fart on the radio. I don't know why.
Yeah, I wonder why you can't say fart. Nothing wrong with fart.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get that one.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense. But yeah, there's like a weird twist. But things like, according to this, as of 5 years ago, it says it depends on the level of television broadcast, free to air channels, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox. They're allowed to say hell, bitch, and ass, and shit now. I think that changed. Basic cable, USA, FX, TNT, Comedy Central, same as above. Same as above. Plus shit, asshole. Late night programs on basic cable can use fuck, cunt, motherfucker, and it requires approval of the advertisers. Premium
Gotcha.
cable like HBO and Showtime, anything goes.
Oh, yeah. You got that right.
Yeah, they can show nudity. They can say whatever they want.
Yeah, buddy. Huh.
But so we have here our lovely producer has graciously provided us with a ass load of a fuck trumpet of content
Wow.
to say here. So you want to go ahead and start at the top here, Mitch, and give some of these factoids that she put in, because this one's interesting.
No, I don't, because I just exited out of my screen. So
Okay.
That's gonna be all you. Sorry.
All right, no, you're good. So the first one that she provided was a little factoid here. In the English language, there are approximately 84 commonly used swear words. Of those, only 29 of them have 4 letters, which I thought was pretty interesting.
That is very interesting. I just didn't. That's a lot of swear words.
That is a lot of swear words. Now, on this, we have a list here of the 100 best swear words in the English language. At least 20 of them are things that are just what? Like they're just so out there. I mean, I would love to say that I'm going to use some of them, but I'm never going to remember piss flaps. Like,
Yeah, what the
although
hell
it-
would even be a piss flap?
I don't know, but it's excellent. It's my favorite thing. So far, that's my favorite one.
You like piss flaps the most?
So far.
Oh, Amanda. Oh, this can get this some of these. Ooh. Oh. See, I
right.
don't like, and I've said this countless times. I'm 46 years old. I still have a very hard time saying any of the words that describe the female
Anatomy?
anatomy. Other than I can say boobs. I don't even like to say the word.
Unless you're
like,
quoting, because you were quoting from Your Stupid Opinions the other day, and they talked about that.
But I tell you, I'm not gonna lie. I felt a little dirty saying that as much as I was saying it. It doesn't feel how you say organic coming out of my mouth when I say some of those words.
Fair enough.
Like even saying the word like tit, like it just feels weird. Like I just like to say boobs or wubba wubbas or I don't like. I don't know why. It's not like I'm a prude or anything, but
You're just not R-rated, you know?
yeah, like twat is about as far as I can go. When
That
it
word
talks
doesn't
about,
even sound that bad to me.
yeah, and I think that's why I say that. I can say that is it doesn't feel super dirty. But like saying, like even when I want to call somebody, like if someone's being a wuss and I call them, I usually just stop at puss. I'm like, stop being a puss. I can't add that E at the end because it feels, I don't know why. I can't do it. And even when we were talking about the guys on that show about the reviews, I still felt weird saying it.
I mean, I get it. Hey, shameless plug here for a show that's not our own. The best podcast I've ever heard in my entire life, aside from our own here, the best podcast I've heard in recent memory is called Your Stupid Opinions. It's the greatest fucking thing in the history of shows. We were dying laughing at work.
Yep.
Just listening to this fucking shit.
Yep. I was sitting in the parking lot, just tears rolling down my face because I was laughing so hard.
Oh my God.
It made me jealous because it's like, for as quick-witted as these guys are, I listen to them and I'm like, man, I wish I could be like half that talented that they are. I mean, yeah, it's a great podcast because what they do is they'll just find random stores, restaurants, what was the one, apartment complexes, and they'll read the customer reviews. They'll read the really good ones, and then they'll read the really bad, like like the highly rated ones. They'll read the lowly rated ones, and my God, some of the reviews that these people will write are hilarious, and in the way that they make fun of them, pure gold.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah, we're thinking about doing something like that as a knockoff of something like maybe of more local / regional places around, the Du Bois Clearfield area. Maybe, if we can find any that are funny.
Yeah, we're a small area. I highly doubt that show's ever going to get to them. But I mean, even just the one that we looked at, the Du Bois City Park, where just like I thought there was a ghost swimming in the water. Like, what the fuck is that?
Well, and then the guy that gave it 1 star and he's like, never been there. It's like, well, why the fuck do you even put it? It's like, I'm going to go on here. I'm going to give these fuckers 1 star, and then I'm going to tell them why. Never been there. So why? So how do you know it's 1 star?
I don't know, but that's the most recent use of the word twat was in that show when he said that about that bitch, bitching about the museum.
Yeah. She went on a ride and she's like, terrible graphics on the museum ride, and he's like, well, Go home and play on your PS5, you miserable twat.
We were dying. We were literally just. We couldn't even walk straight, man.
No, it was great.
Ugh.
But that's twat is about as far as I can go. I don't even know if I can read the one that Amanda wrote on there. I don't like saying the P word.
Oh, pussy lips equals piss
Oh,
flaps.
yeah, piss flaps I can do, but no, I don't. I can't.
I mean, it would. Or if you literally looked at somebody and said, instead of saying "Don't quit being a pussy," and you said, "Quit being a piss flap," I feel like that would be worse.
Maybe
We'll
try it.
God damn! Don't be such a fucking piss flap.
Piss flap. I can definitely do piss flap. Like I will. I know I've talked about it on here before. I know I have because I've I referenced the show Scrubs because Dr.
Eddie, yeah.
Reed, where she calls the female anatomy the bajingo. You know, and I'll use that. Like if I something around the house or something, be like, oh yeah, the bajingo, or the dink. I like to say dink.
Okay.
Yeah, hoo ha. But never, and the C word's even worse. I can't do.
I mean, yeah, that's not one you just casually toss around, but like,
yeah. I love hearing other
that one
people
has an
say it.
interesting history.
Does it?
Yeah.
Like, so we talk about Game of Thrones, and I know there's a couple episodes. I've watched episodes here and there, but there's the one character. I think his name's the Hound. He's got like half his face is all scarred. He says that word a lot. He'll call people that, and when you hear other people say it, it's funny as hell. I can't. I got to be in the right frame of mind. Maybe as we start talking and I feel more comfortable, and it comes out of my mouth, how you say organically. I've used that word twice now today. I don't know if I've used it right, but I'm saying it.
Right.
Maybe I will be able to say it, but I just can't do it.
It's just, yeah. And I mean, like places like Australia, they throw it around. In England, they throw it around, like it's regular vernacular, you know what I mean? Like just
Yep. It's just another word to them.
wild. Anyway, so let's see. I wanted to read this here. Swearing is to promise. Cursing is to wish evil or ill on somebody. So that's the difference between like that's why they call it that, as opposed to why it's called cussing. I think that must just be like a general, misinterpretation of the word cursing or something along those lines. It's got to be that. I don't know why. Just the fact this all stems back to basic etymology of the human condition is that we lazify everything.
Yeah.
And that's why we say whenever you're rounding the corner and you run into somebody, you go, oh, you're trying to say oops and nope and all sorts of weird shit all in one shot, and you just combine it all together and you say, oh, like I don't know why, but we just do.
Yep.
That's the same reason, and I believe we talked about this before, but another reason why whenever you're hanging up the phone, you go bye-bye, like why you say buh before you say bye. That's fucking
Bye-bye.
weird because evidently it's grown to be threatening, to say bye-bye, you know what I mean? Like that's what people say before you jump off a building or before you push somebody. So you say bye-bye to make it sound a little bit more warming.
Oh, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I don't do bye-bye. I go bye.
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 So, anyway, according to Naughty Words, what makes a swear word so offensive? It is not their meaning or even their sound. It is the language. Is language itself the red herring? We need to consider not what the speaker is referring to or talking about, but what he aims to indicate about the emotions. This makes swearing more like a scream than an utterance. Just like a scream, it expresses emotion without being about anything. They use the example, if you spill something and say, fuck it, you don't literally want to fuck the thing you spilled. You're just yelling something to express the frustration.
Say for
I
yourself. I mean,
I
I mean,
also believe that
there's some things I've spilled where I'm like, maybe.
you're just like, I could.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? The mood's hitting me. Maybe I will.
So let's see here. I did read something at one point that said that like when you hurt yourself, like it actually helps you. Like if you stub your toe,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? You don't say anything. If you swear, it makes you feel better because it gives you something. I don't remember
Yeah.
what it is, but like that's, you know what I mean? It gives you
Yeah.
something to latch onto to let that pain out in a better way than if you were to just stub your toe and be like, and
uh,
it's it's an outlet.
we had a kid in high school. He would not swear at all. And it was so funny because when he would be mad, like I played baseball with him. And when he was in like a hitting slump, Brett will know who I'm talking about. I won't throw his name out here, but he will, if he would hit like a pop fly, you would hear him just go poop, or dang it. He would not swear. And it was almost more funny hearing somebody just say poop or gosh darn it than actual like shit. It's pretty, it messes with your mind when you hear somebody doing something and not swearing, like you said, like somebody stub your toe and somebody be like, oh golly gee, oh gosh darn it.
Well, sometimes you can take those words and turn them into negative. Like you remember that famous Orbit commercial?
Oh, I love that commercial.
Yeah. What the French toast?
With the
Like pickle you kumquat.
You son of a biscuit eating bulldog. With the French toast. Who are you calling a
Cootie
cootie queen? You lint liquor.
Classic.
I love that commercial.
It's a classic.
Son of a biscuit eating bulldog.
You son of a biscuit eating bulldog.
With the French toast.
That guy's line delivery and what the French toast is so perfect. I just love his face. Everything about that, the whole, all the actors in that.
Oh yeah, the secretary, when she goes, you lint liquor.
I love a pickle you kumquat. That lady is so mean.
Oh wow, yeah. If anyone doesn't know the commercial, you can look it up. It's everywhere. I think it's popped up on my TikToks quite a few times. It'll pop up. YouTube
perhaps.
it.
Hey, Amanda can run the Facebook page now. You know what I mean? She can grab it and throw it up on our feed after
There we go.
sometime.
There we go.
So we can share that out there.
Oh, that's great.
I saw that yesterday there was a question on there for our listeners, and Brett said that he likes the word fuck. He uses it as a verb, an adverb, a noun, all that shit. So
I got to get
one
on
of the
there.
most versatile words.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Brett's definitely he's got that whole Stewart family, him and his uncles, they're swearing vernacular. Can we call it that? I don't know if that's the right word. Is fantastic. That family is probably one of the best storytelling families that I've ever met, hands down. Like if they're getting ready to tell a story, you sit and you listen because it's gonna be pure gold.
Oh yeah, so it's just all gonna be colorful language, huh?
Colorful language. Even they don't even have to swear to make the story good. But it definitely helps. It definitely helps. Yeah.
Speaking of, have you ever seen? I don't know if I ever showed you this, but have you ever seen? Remember the Kmart commercials?
About shipping your pants?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
another great one.
Yeah, yeah. I can ship my pants here. You can ship your pants anywhere.
And then the big gas savings.
Big gas savings.
Yeah, it was another Kmart commercial where they had like savings on gas, and they'd be like, "This is some big ass savings!" Like, it was funny, man. They were like, "Hey,"
man.
and then there was like a really tall man who was like delivering the gas, and they were like, "Hey, big ass man, like, I got my big ass."
How in the hell do I not know that one?
It was another one came out right after "Shit My Pants."
Really?
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
I do not remember that one at all. I'll have to.
Yeah, we'll find those too, post them
Yeah.
up. You
We'll
know,
have we'll Google machine that on the worldwide interwebs.
All right, so we're gonna hit this list here of these 100 best swear words, and go from that, because this is inevitably gonna end up being a two-parter.
Yeah,
it'll end
because
up
we're
being a
gonna.
short
Yeah, there's gonna be a
episode.
lot of. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of other things we need to talk about. Why won't my? See, I'm sounding like you before we get on the air, where I can't find anything. I know I had this up. You motherfucker.
Oh, that's one of the words you can't say on the radio, Mitch.
Oh, mother fricker. Because that's the other thing Elliot does. She doesn't say fuck. Well, of course you're not gonna say that on whatever. I can't remember. I think Scrubs was on NBC when it was on, and she wouldn't say fuck, she would say frick. And it's turned into frick to double frick to frick on a stick and then frick on a double stick.
It always made me laugh. What they made Joe Pesci say in Home Alone, because they were always so like it was nothing.
I don't. Oh, okay. I get it. Yeah, I know what you're saying now.
Yeah, he would just randomly like I guess he made up his own language.
Yeah. Pesci's fantastic.
And it was always just like ratchet. Like,
I like the one SpongeBob where he goes on a swearing tirade, and that's
that's
all
a good one.
Oh my god. Because isn't that the one where he's helping Mr. Krabs? He wants to bang Mrs. Puff, and he's gonna buy her all the stuff, and SpongeBob buys the things, then Krabs tells him why is he buying the things, and then you hear SpongeBob off to the side and starts swearing.
The episode is called Sailor Mouth, and there's an interesting thing. They've recently uncovered the uncut version of that they actually were swearing in that episode. They just edited it out with sounds of a dolphin, but somebody found the episode without the dolphin sounds. So you can hear SpongeBob and Patrick just swearing. It is wild.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey, here I
there
am.
he is.
Hey,
shit, I have no idea. I didn't lose internet. My internet's fine. And then, yeah, the mother.
That was weird.
Motherfucker just don't fuck about that. God damn it. That was stupid.
Wow. I don't know what just happened there, but it sounded like you were in fast forward.
What's that?
You were like, robot guy.
Oh my god, I don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah,
That's
because
right.
I was like, well, I gotta check my internet, make sure that my router didn't, or modem, or whatever the frick it's called. So where did I die off at SpongeBob? Did I die at SpongeBob?
I had said that they have a version of that uncut, and you can hear them actually swearing in the episode, and then you just never answered me.
Oh, see, I didn't hear that part.
Okay,
That
yeah, there
would
is a
be-
version of it. Yeah, it's
That would
crazy.
be fantastic to listen to.
It shows up on TikTok. The episode's called Sailor Mouth. Just type in Sailor Mouth uncut, and you can hear it.
Okay.
It's so weird.
All right. And that is the one, right, where Krabs is he wants to bang Puff, right?
That doesn't sound familiar to me at all, but
Oh,
maybe.
okay. Yeah. Well, like I said, I know that's at least one of them, but there might be another.
Interesting.
my-
Yeah,
it is.
I don't know. So let's hit this list before you die out again.
Yeah, really, and then start turning into a goddamn munchkin or whatever.
I'm gonna leave that part in the episode. It was so weird.
I like to
I
throw
love
my
it.
voice around a little bit. I'll go a little high pitched. So yeah, hopefully I won't turn into a cum bubble. That is gross.
That is gross.
Like that's another one. Dealing with cum is just there's just nothing.
Look, gross you out, huh?
Yeah. Like I said, I sound very prudish, I know. And I'm not. I mean, everyone hears me talk and hears the things coming out of my mouth, but the vagina and the cum is just, I don't know why I get so uneasy and I don't want to say queasy, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. Anywho.
There's a time and place for different swear words, and when you're gonna use certain ones versus not. And
Yeah.
and sometimes you meet somebody who's just like, "Oh, you talking about my cum?" Like you're just like,
Yeah.
"Whoa, no,
Yeah.
I wasn't." But that's an interesting place to put that in there. Okay,
Yeah.
but
Like, I don't
that's
mind the
just-
word jizz, but still, even jizz is kind of like, well, I don't know. Man juice. Anyway, let's go to
Wow.
yeah.
Man juice sounds even worse.
It does, doesn't it?
Okay, do you know the comedian Patton Oswalt?
I love Patton Oswalt.
So he talks about swearing and how you have to edit as a comedian, you have to edit your show and yada yada yada. And there's this little bit he has about how he didn't want to like say like, "Oh, I came in her pussy." Like he's like, but it sounds worse if you say, "I filled her hoo-ha with goof juice." Like it sounds ridiculous. Which makes it worse. Like, I don't know. If you try to edit yourself, sometimes it just sounds wild. Like it's like the famous scene from Snakes on a Plane. Have you ever watched the TV version of it?
No, I've never spent 1 minute on that.
But you know the famous quote?
Oh yeah.
So I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
Yeah.
So, in the TV version, it's edited, and they don't change the way that Samuel L. Jackson delivers the line.
Mhm.
But for some reason, I don't know how they managed to get him to do it, but the quote is, "I'm tired of these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane."
That is so stupid.
But it's fucking hilarious. Like
Oh,
it's almost funnier than the regular one.
wow.
And it's like my buddy used to tell me, like, sometimes hearing the bleep is funnier than hearing the actual swear word being delivered, because there's a scene from Workaholics. It's a offshoot scene where this guy just yells, "Fuck your grapes." But in the TV version, it's edited, and it was fucking hilarious. But whenever I watched it unedited, it wasn't nearly as funny.
Not nearly as funny. Who was it? There's some late night host that does. I don't know if he does it anymore, but it was called was it Unnecessary Censorship? And they would just pick any random movie, and then they would just beep out parts that had no right to be beeped. But the way that it was beeped made it sound infinitely more funny. I think they even do like Star Wars. They do like Disney movies.
They just like bleep a random word. And
and it's not, they're not at all swearing, but they make it seem like they're swearing, and then it makes it sound like whatever they're saying is like very dirty.
That's so funny. That's genius.
Monday to Friday plane. That's awful.
These monkey bite. And then I used to laugh so hard on the I know that you probably haven't ever seen it, but on Happy Gilmore, the TV version of it, when he punches Bob Barker, and he in the movie he goes, "The price is wrong, bitch," but in the TV version he goes, "The price is wrong, Bobby," and it just fucking made me laugh so hard. Like,
yeah, it's hard watching. One movie that I really like to watch on TV, and it always gets edited, is Goodfellas. And it can get really bad. Now they just really don't even try to edit it. It's just quiet where they're supposed to swear. But it used to be so brutal to watch because they would, the fuck would be free, freak, and it made it, like you said, it almost made the movie like a comedy almost. The way that they would say it, it's like this is terrible.
I mean, some of those movies are like, like supposedly the rumor has it is that the 182 from Blink's name comes from the amount of times that Scarface says the word fuck.
Oh.
And I'm like, that's 182. Holy shit, man. Like, that's crazy.
It said a lot in that movie. That's for sure.
Now, nobody knows if that's true or not, but that's supposedly what,
Yeah. Huh.
what is spoken. But that's how I know that fact is that he says it that many times.
Yeah. Huh.
But let's see. Number 2 on here is fuck trumpet, which is the most wild. That's the out of pocket.
And I love the picture with the guy. There's a guy, looks like on a beach, and
An umbrella.
he got an umbrella, and he's playing the trumpet.
These are not Getty images, that's for sure.
No, they are stock snaps, according to this.
So random.
It doesn't. I tried to boom a cursor over top to see if it says something funny like asshole at beach blowing trumpet or something, but it doesn't say anything. Good old Alex Finnis is the guy that took the picture.
Yeah, it looks like he's got all of these.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he does. Because number 3, Knobhead.
Hey, this is almost you. You almost did that to those guys at the play when your dog was in the play.
I walked in and I said, "What's up, knobs?" I still have no idea why I called them knobs. I saw them, I saw knobs, and I decided to call them knobs.
What's up, knobs?
What's up, knobs?
I'm gonna call you next time you're just at the cup loader. Just like, what's up, cups? What's up, buttons?
Oh my god.
Number 4, like we talked about at the beginning, is piss flaps.
Yeah.
And number 5 is twat.
No, twat's a very good one.
Yeah.
I love the pictures in the background. They do not match at all. Like, twat is a nice little forest. Number 6.
I mean, depending on the decade, it's
True.
not, it's not that far off.
Yeah, that's a very beautiful mountain that they got here for shitbag.
I love shitbag. It's a good
wonder if that's Mount Kilimanjaro.
It might be.
I doubt it. I don't know. That's the only mountain I could think of off the top of my head.
Number 7 is cocknose, that's fucking weird.
That sounds like somebody that just first learned how to swear. Like your 10-year-old, little punk bitches. That's another one I like to call. I like to call people punk bitches or punk ass bitch. Not to their face.
Not to their face.
No. But like if I see somebody, like there's times when I throw a little fit, I probably look like a punk ass bitch. So it sounds like cocknose is just like little prepubescent little shit bags just walking around, finally learning how to swear, and they're like, "Yeah, you're a cocknose." Hey, fuck you. And then I would probably respond by calling him number 8 a dickweed. What's up with that guy's foot?
It's a little cockeyed.
Yeah, I think he needs to get that foot checked out. So
Yeah,
if
that's
anyone
weird.
wants to look at what we're talking about, it's on BuzzFeed, and you just Google 100 best swear words. Wait till we're done doing the list, of course. I don't want you to get ahead of us, but if you want to see what the pictures look like when we're talking about, but yeah, this dude's left foot is jacked.
Pretty weird.
Yeah, who would even stand like that?
I bet you it was Alex Finnis.
It could be Alex Finnis. He is a dickweed, apparently.
Evidently.
Those are ugly ass shoes. Those are like Mr. Rogers shoes.
They are kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say they're Chuck Taylors, but I don't think they are. Maybe they are. I don't know.
I don't know. Good old Chuck.
Number 9 is Bitch Tits.
Bitch tits.
Set to a beautiful background of cherry blossoms.
Yeah.
Looks like
very nice foliage for some bitch tits. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, it's like you're just throwing... I'm going to throw a body part and... I don't know. Bitch tits. I mean, it is funny, though.
I mean, I think that's the point. You want it to,
Yeah.
you want it to be memorable when you're calling somebody
Yeah.
a swear word, like
bitch tits. See, right there. See, I can say I'm saying that very comfortably now. I mean, but I think if I'm, I don't know what. Anyway.
Well, I mean, if you're looking at somebody like, let me see them tits, it sounds weirder. But if you're like, let me see them bitch tits, like,
yeah,
that's
maybe that's what
terrible.
I need to do. Yeah. That's how I got Autumn. I said, let me look at those bitch tits.
Wow.
So number 10, arse badger. That's got to be, what is that? Isn't it the Irish call ass arse?
Yeah.
Or Scottish?
Either or.
Yeah. So
I mean, ass badger's pretty good.
I think I'd prefer to say ass badger than arse badger. Arse is pretty decent, though.
Next one is jizz cock, which is fucking just a little on the nose.
Oh, ew.
That's like this reminds me of like Equate brand headache reliever. That's what that reminds me of.
Oh,
like
no.
Tylenol versus headache relief.
Jizz cock.
Penis versus jizz cock.
What the frick is number 12? Bo Abbey? What the hell is Bo Abbey?
I don't know.
Bowby?
Never heard of
and
that.
What
before.
the hell are there pumpkins sitting there? Is that? Yeah. What the hell is
Boabby?
Boabby?
Bo Abbey. Bobby?
Is that?
I don't know.
There's a character named Robert Bobby Taylor.
You talk. I'll be right back.
Guy Bo Abbey. Okay. Well, thanks to our good old Urban Dictionary, Bo Abbey is the Scottish word for penis. Oh my God. Why would they use that as a freaking sentence? Urban Dictionary is dirty. So the sentence is, I was playing with my Bo Abbey. But I don't know if Bo Abbey is how you actually pronounce it. B-O-A. There's got to be some sort of... You would think there would be a... not definition, but the way it's said. Bo Abbey. Let me see. It is... we're just going to say Bo Abbey. Boby. Huh.
Okay. So I listened to everything you just said there.
Yeah. So yeah, it's
that's weird, man. That's a weird one.
That is a weird one. But it is it's Scottish for wiener. And I don't know why pumpkins are in the picture. Unless
Maybe
you got
it's
a pumpkin penis.
I don't know. That's a strange. I've never heard that before.
No.
All right. 13. Oh man.
Ugh.
Cum dumpster.
Ugh.
Heard it a lot,
Ugh.
Never said it to anybody.
Ugh.
These must be exclusively British. Oh yeah, 100 of the most brilliantly British swear words. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
That does, because number 14, wanker. And
again,
apparently it's a bad word to say over there. Apparently, I was watching a sports show one time, and he had on they were talking soccer, and he had on this British woman, And he's like, so if I go over there and I call somebody a wanker, she's like, don't even say that word. He's like, what, wanker? She's like, no. She's like, you can't say that. Like, apparently in England, like now this was also years ago, so you might be able to get away with it a little bit more freely on the radio. But she's like, you can't just say wanker. So
Wow.
apparently it's a doozy of a word.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And evidently bollocks is just as that's their equivalent of bullshit.
Yep. And I didn't know this until this. I'm going to date myself a little bit. Because this is when you had to get on the internet to get lyrics. Or you'd have to look at the inside of the CD. Chumbawamba, their one-hit wonder of Tub Thumping. At the very beginning of the song, the guy says bollocks, and I had no idea what the hell first off, I didn't know what he was saying.
That is a deep cut. Damn.
It's a very deep. That's the first time I ever heard the word bollocks. And then I hadn't heard it for years, and then it popped up. Billy Butcher likes to say it on The Boys quite a bit. He likes to say bollocks.
So imagine me. I'm probably, I don't know, 13 or 14. I'm at a church rummage sale. Okay, just in the basement of his church, looking through all this stuff that everybody's just brought through to sell, just this giant sale of just random shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going through, and they were like, anybody who helped set up the rummage sale got first pick and could buy or take whatever they wanted. And I'm looking through, and I find a CD, and it's Chumbawamba. I had no idea what the fuck I was looking at. I'm like, I don't know what this is. The CD's called Tub Thumping. Or Tub Thumper, and the first song is called Tub Thumping, and I'm like, this is the most wild shit I've ever heard. I had no idea what to expect. I just thought this is going to be interesting, so I take it home and I put it in, and that's the fuck. I heard the song a bajillion times, never knew it was called Tub Thumping.
Yeah, because they don't say tub thumping at all in the song at all.
Yeah, that's some weird shit.
Yeah, yep, that was such a great song at the time. So good.
It's a weird song.
It's very weird.
Pissing the Night Away.
Pissing the Night Away. Yep.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, Daddy boy. Just fucking weird. Weird ass song.
The
lyrics.
That,
and I got Marcy Playground. Have you ever heard Marcy Playground?
I hate Marcy. That song. What's the name of this song? It's awful. It's
Sex
right up
and
there.
Candy.
Fucking hate that song. Fuck that song. God, I hate that song.
We got Sweet Caroline, Sex and Candy,
Sweet Child of Mine, Sweet Caroline,
Child of Mine,
Sex and Candy, the Miley Cyrus. What's it? The Climb. Fuck her. That song. Jesus H. I hate that. Oh, there we go. I threw a quint there. Jesus H. Christ.
Yeah. Boy, he says that a lot in that movie.
He does. Because he's awesome. Quint's one of my all-time favorite characters.
It's pretty good.
Movie. Yeah. So what are we at to? Number 16.
Yeah.
And that is... This one's getting thrown out. I feel this gets thrown out a lot. I see this I'm actually starting to see this on T-shirts. And
oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen where there's not anyone's wearing them, but they're selling them. And I see them on like coffee mugs. And the word is twat waffle.
It's a great one.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you're reading 17.
Thunder cunt. Yeah, that one is just that's brutal.
How would you become one of those? Like, what would make like to me, that's almost like a compliment.
To call somebody a thunder.
Like,
oh
man,
yeah,
she's got a thunder. I think.
I mean, I don't know.
I guess if you're just describing it, I guess if you, but if it's, I don't know if you really, like, how would that even? It just this one just sounds like you're just throwing a word in front of calling somebody that.
Yeah.
And then calling it thunder.
Yeah, it's not a great. It's not. I mean, it's not a great word. She hates that word more than moist. Which, yeah, I can It's not. It's definitely not. I've never casually called somebody that.
Yeah.
And that's good due to negative connotations. There was a time that one of my friends was with he's still with her, thank goodness for that, but so I don't remember exactly what happened, but whatever it was resulted in me being out past my curfew and my mom having to come and pick me up. And it was
Oh.
something along the lines of like my best friend and his girlfriend, and he didn't have room in his car to take me home, so I was kind of stranded out in Reynoldsville. My mom had to leave the house to come and pick me up, and she was so pissed that she called his girlfriend a cow cunt, and that did not
Ooh.
somehow it managed to get back to her that she said that,
Oh.
which caused some of the worst times of my high school career. And
Yeah.
her and I are still not friends because of something my mother said. She brings it up every time I've ever come in contact with her. She's like, "You remember what your mom said about me?" And I'm like, I can get it. It stings.
Yeah.
I didn't say it. My mother
Yeah.
said it.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with you. And it kind of sounded like she was being a cow.
She may have been. I don't know. She was not. It's a weird situation. It was one of those like, I don't really know how to describe this, but it's like I had a crush on this girl. I went to her house. She forced me to eat a banana. I don't like bananas still.
Wait, whoa. How does one force you to eat it? But did she like jam it? Did she make you deep throat it? Did she jam it down your throat?
It wasn't like that. It was more or less like peer pressure kind of thing. Like I said I didn't like bananas. She's like, I'm sitting in her kitchen with her entire family, which is an enormous family. We're all sitting there. It's like board game night. And she's like, "Hey, have this banana." And everyone's just like, "Yeah, eat it. If you don't like it, we want to see you eat it." And like gagging on it in front of everybody kind of thing.
Oh, I'd have just left. I'd have been like, you know what? Fuck you, cow cunts. I'm out of here.
Well, I didn't appreciate that. And then as the night winds down, I'm in her room. I'm kind of sitting off to the side, and she's like, "What do you want to do?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I gotta leave here soon." And she's like, Let's prank call your ugly friend." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, your ugly friend who's my best friend at the time. She's like, "Let's prank call him. He's ugly." And I'm like, "Okay, this is fucking weird."
Wow.
So we prank call him, and then I leave, and she calls him back, and they spend the entire night on the phone together. Next day, they're together, and they have been together for like 20 years.
Oh, so calling him ugly was more of a, I want to get with this dude. I'm going to call him ugly, I guess.
I think so, yeah. Like, I believe the words exactly were, let's prank call your ugly troll friend.
Good Lord. Now, does he know that's what she called him?
I have no idea. I never told him. They've been together ever since.
Wow. So she's married to ugly troll.
I guess.
Happily married. Cow cunt and ugly troll.
Yeah. Crazy shit.
See, Amanda said about the word moist. I love saying the word moist. And I'll even, like when I know somebody like is uncomfortable saying, I won't like be like a dickhead, like number 18. I won't be a dickhead and say it, but I like to say it. I don't know why. That's one of those words.
I don't have a problem with the word.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say it, but I don't like describing things as moist, if that makes any sense.
Amanda, what is it about the word that you don't like? Is it the OIST, the oist? What, like, I don't get why people don't like that word.
That's a good question.
Is it the connotations that come with the word?
It might.
Because moisture, is moisture a problemsome word for people who don't like the word moist?
That's a good question. Because it is, I think I saw a study somewhere where they said like moist is like one of the most hated words. And there's a video going around with all these, it was going around, all these handsome, oily bohunk looking guys. And they all just sit there. It's like 2 minutes of them just saying moist. Like, I can't even remember some of the guys on it. But they're like, here's a video of handsome celebrities saying moist. And then that's all they say. But I've never, like I said, I've never I mean, I'm not gonna like. I can't ever remember ever like eating a cake and being like, "Whew, this is moist." That kind of would creep me out a little bit. But
But I mean, that's a selling point to cakes.
yeah,
That's a selling
it
point to most pastries.
yeah. Better
That's
than
why it's weird. You know what I mean? Like I had a video and I sent it to Amanda because I thought it was funny. And that's like what it said on the cake box, like on the outside. It was like super moist. Like
oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, was it the Duncan Hines or whatever it is? Yeah, I mean, they're it's right there, right on the front, super moist.
oh, this one says moist supreme.
Oh,
That's what it was. Oh, I love it. It's just so weird. Like that's a
Yeah.
weird marketing strategy, especially
Yeah.
since so many people hate the word.
I hate the word moist.
But to the people that here's my question to all. If you hate the word moist, and I'm sorry we keep saying it over and over again, do
I'm
you
not.
also hate the word hoist? Could you be a pirate without cringing?
I'm gonna say 100% people that hate moist are okay with hoist. I think it's just that whole combo of the moist. But I don't know. I still don't know why. Yeah, I still want to know why, but I'm going to assume that that's what it is.
I don't think there's a word out there that I legitimately am like, oh no. Like
Yeah. Yeah,
I just can't. It's just a word, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just bothered me that much. Like there's
Yeah.
nothing. I'm
I-
a texture person. There are many textures that I will not touch
Mhm.
because I
yeah.
don't like the way they feel.
Yeah, same.
But I'm okay with words.
Yep, I'm the same way. I have a real if I look at something and I know it's going to feel weird, I won't touch it. Or if I do like it took me I don't know, I think I was like 40, 41 by the time I was able to make a meatloaf because of having to stick my bare hands, which I never thought about using gloves like some people do. But that
That's a
sticking your
knock
bare
on me.
little bit, a skosh.
I'm
Let's
not
go.
even afraid to admit it. I eat chicken wings with gloves on. Come at me. It doesn't bother me. I don't
Oh,
care.
yeah.
I
But
even sometimes eat donuts with gloves on.
now you lost me. The chicken wings, I laughed at you, but then I understood. Now you've totally lost me with the donuts.
All I'm
What, the
saying is
glaze or the sugar or any of it?
not all right. If it's powdered, it's fine. But like a glazed donut, especially if I want to eat like a couple of them, and if I'm doing stuff in between, like I don't want to just sit there and knock back like 10 glazed donuts in a row. But if
Yeah.
I want to eat like a couple of them, I'm gonna put a glove on my eating hand. I'm gonna keep going with the rest of it. And I'm gonna keep grabbing it with my gloved hand. And then I can just take it off. It's not like, well, why don't you just wash your hands? Like, yeah, I get it. I feel you. But
No.
if
No. I mean, no, I'll go as far as the chicken wings, but even that is a stretch for me to find that socially acceptable. No,
what's
you
so
know what?
how do
No,
we
no,
know
no,
that
no.
I'm not?
No, wait a minute. No, I need to stick to my guns here. I need to stick to my guns. No, you can't wear gloves with anything, any sort of food. Do you use a knife and fork for candy bars?
I no, because I can eat it in the wrapper.
Oh, but what if something happens to the wrapper? Like what if you're
That
handed like a naked candy bar?
who?
Would you
Okay,
be
no, I wouldn't even take it.
would I mean if you
Would
know it's
you?
50
Would
well,
you
no.
take a naked
Well, no.
candy bar?
Well, it depends on who's handing it to me. Like you literally watch me grab a fast break from the break room and I open the wrapper. Something happens to the wrapper, it disintegrates in my hand. But you know that the candy bar has not touched anything, has not been inserted anywhere, you know, any orifice. And I hand it to you, be like, I can't eat this. Here you go, but there's no wrapper. Are you gonna pick it up barehanded?
No.
Oh my god.
And eat it? No.
Yeah. Even if you know 100% it's clean, you've seen it.
I would probably put it on a plate and break off pieces of it and eat it.
Ugh.
But I would not hold it in my hand and eat it like a candy. That's barbaric.
Well, I'm not saying you're gonna hold it like the whole time. Like you pick it up, take a bite, set it down. Because if you do hold a candy bar for more than 10 seconds, it's gonna melt and it is gonna be.
If I walked in the break room and saw you eating a candy bar without the wrapper on it, I would turn around and leave. I would clock out and go home. I would
Guess
opt out
what
the rest.
I'm doing tonight?
That's some weird shit, dude.
And I'm gonna look right at you while I'm doing it.
That
I'm gonna
it's
make
very bold
weird
of you to
eye
assume that we're gonna
contact.
go on break at the same time. That's very
That's
bold.
true. Well, then I will do it when we're sitting there waiting for the shift meeting to start. You're gonna sit down. I'm gonna make just really awkward eye contact with you as I'm eating a naked candy bar, as
I'm
chocolate is jizzing down my hand.
and I'm gonna look at somebody at the other table and be like, "Do you see this fucking lunatic? This fucking number 18 dickhead? Do you see this guy?
Number 18, dickhead.
This number 19 shit pouch? Do you see?"
Oh my god, that's great shit pouch. That one's kind of what the hell. Okay, so now we got another one we have to look up. What number 20 is pish.
Ish posh.
Pish. What does the slang pish mean? An exclamation of impatience or contempt. Verb. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. So there's maybe I got to get urban on this.
So this
Yeah,
is, I mean, that's clearly out of our country.
Yeah. Okay. Pish Urban Dictionary. A reaction of frustration meaning to strongly disagree or to express disagreement on what somebody may have to say. Say, oh, stop talking pish. Oh,
Huh.
it's a Scotland thing. What a bundle of pish.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah. Literally means, oh, well, the Scots call that pee. Literally means piss, urine, pee, etc. It's not a slang word, as so many people assume, but an ancient Scots word, Scots being the language of the lowlanders of Scotland. Gonna take a pish. So it depends on what part of Urban Dictionary. Yeah, variation of piss. Okay, yeah, variation of piss. All right. Well, I don't know. The Scottish are weird. We're gonna skip that one. I feel like I spent too much time on that one.
It's
Ugh.
okay. It's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so number 21, jizz stain.
Mm.
Set to the lovely background of a coffee stain on paper. It's
Yeah, that
very
actually
well.
looks like a microscopic jizz stain.
Could be old, like an old one on like Egyptian porno.
Yeah. Oh my god. I feel like we're gonna need Egyptian porno. We'll skip 22. I'm not gonna look it up. Nonce. Nonce.
No idea. This one is fucking
What?
What the fuck?
So 23 is piss kidney. I have no words for that. What? Oh my god, these are so weird. 24 wazok.
All right.
So we got a piss kidney, and we got a wazok. Now, there is part of me that does want to look up what these mean. Oh, a wazok is a stupid person.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna sit there eating my naked candy bar looking like a wazok to you.
Yeah. with as you said, jizz stains going down your hand, and I'm gonna offer you a number 25, cum wipe.
Ew. That is.
Pretty.
Oh yeah, some of these are getting weird. Okay, 26 is fanny, which I'm assuming is just ass.
I can't even.
We just watched it. You watched American Dad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's an episode where they talk about, because the the wife of the show, her name's Francine. And then they're talking about how much in shape she is. And then Stan's like, they start singing a song like, give me some of that Franny Fanny. And then Roger comes in and he's like, give me some of that Franny Fanny. And then that's all he sings. And then he's just like, all right, I'm done singing. But that every time I think of Fanny, I think of an episode, a 10-second part of American Dad.
That's funny.
What in the hell is... Yeah, some of these are Belland. I guess I'm starting to read all these. I'm sorry. I'm like
No,
interrupting.
you're fine. I was doing a couple of. I love number 28. So, dude, what the fuck?
Piss Wizard. Oh my God.
So
like that's
weird.
it almost sounds I don't like it's another one that almost sounds like a compliment. That dude's a piss wizard.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, and a nice little see, and it has that whole feel of a compliment because you got the fireworks in the background. It's like piss wizard.
What's going on there, piss wizard?
It sounds like somebody that can do like stand like 10 feet from the urinal and piss into the bounce it off the wall or something.
Hell
Like,
yeah!
check out this guy, he's a piss wizard. Watch the way he pisses. Betting we're squatting like a crab and still able to piss. Crab walking.
Yeah, he's crab walking and pissing at the same time. God.
Maybe I'll try that at work too. I'll hop into a crab walking and see if I can.
Are you gonna do it at the urinal, or are you gonna try to do it in a private in the private bathroom?
We'll see. Undetermined right yet.
Word.
Right yet.
Right yet.
Right yet.
Knob jockey. That's number
No.
29. That I don't get it.
No. Oh. Ew. See now this one's 30 is just gross. That just
Hey.
sounds.
Hold on one sec. Sorry.
That's all right.
All right. Where were we?
We're on to number 30, and you're gonna say number 30.
Cunt
Because
puddle.
that is gross. That is just.
That's what you want. I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, maybe. It also sounds like that could be some sort of medical condition.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry to say, but you have cunt puddle. You have cunt puddle disease.
Gonna walk into the doctor's office. I'll be like, "Hey, what do we got here? A little cunt puddle, huh?" I can't believe I said. I just. Ugh.
That's okay. Hit him with 31 there, Spuds.
Hey, we're gonna hit him with the old dick weasel. That I bet you that. So that is that's a weasel there, I guess. Huh?
Dick is one of those ones that I think is like, it's a weird one.
Dick.
Yeah, like when somebody refers to either mine or theirs or whatever as that, I'm just like, I just don't like it. It's not that I don't like. I know I just said it. There's not many words I don't like. That one's I'm just not overly fond of.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
I just think it's a weird way to refer. Like if you're referring to somebody else, like, oh, he said his dick hurts, or oh, I hit him in the dick. That's different,
Right.
but like I'm not going to say that about me.
Uh-huh.
That's not how I'm going to refer to mine.
What are you going to refer it to as?
I really don't have I don't have like a go-to I
Yeah.
don't know, like
Yeah.
nomenclature for my own penis. Like I just
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah. I never say because I usually do wiener, ding dong. Yeah. Never dick. It just sounds, it sounds a little,
It's not for you to refer to it as, unless you're
yeah.
insultingly saying to somebody like "suck my dick." Like
Yeah. Which
that's
I
more
still
mean.
and that's a saying I've never really understood. If you tell another guy, yeah, suck my dick. Wait, wait,
Yeah, I
really?
get you.
Like what? Like, well, what? You know, like I'd rather kiss my ass than
Yeah,
S
I
my
feel
S
that.
my D.
S my D. Why'd you ask my D?
Did you ever watch Semi Pro with Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
Oh, when the referee calls Will Ferrell's character for a foul, he's like, "Suck my cock, I'll murder your whole family." And then he throws him out of the game. And the referee is like some like priest or something because under his referee shirt, he's got like the white collar thing. And, and he's like, "What are you throwing me out for?" He's like, "Because you told me to S my C." Because he wouldn't say suck my cock. It's like, I didn't mean you said to S my C.
It's weird.
I
So
still have never understood that to tell somebody,
yeah, it's
to do
a little
that.
weird. It's like an insult. It's like an anger thing.
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
yeah. Or when
This
they're like,
one
"Yeah, well,
here,
blow me." Ooh,
blow me.
yeah,
That one's better.
yeah,
Blow it out your ass. That's a good
yeah.
one.
Yeah. My mom loved telling people to blow it out their ass.
Keep talking shit. Blow it out your ass. That's
Yeah.
a good one. This one here, we got to end this here pretty quick, but
Yeah.
this one here, Quim. The only time
Yeah.
I've ever heard this is in, believe it or not, Avengers.
Quim is in Avengers.
Yes, and I don't know why. I was hoping maybe you would look this up, but in Avengers, in the first Avengers movie, when Loki goes to, I don't know if he was interrogating, I don't know if I can't remember exactly what he was doing, but he goes down to talk to um Black Widow. Or no,
Yes.
Black Widow goes down to talk to him. He's like in the chamber or whatever, and they're talking about the Red Ledger and yada yada yada, and he goes, "This is my bargain, you mewling Quim."
A mewling Quim. Yep. I saw Avengers movie last night where Loki called Black Widow a mewling Quim, or as we know the term today, a whining cunt.
What? That I cannot believe that that's what that means. Are you serious?
That's what Bawhide in Reddit says.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And that's in a Disney movie. Oh, that was before Disney
That
acquired.
was before Disney, yeah, but
Dude.
still. Yeah.
Holy smoke. I wonder if that's still in. Now I want to go back and see if that's in the Disney
That's
cut.
in there, yeah. I don't think I mean, I've seen that part countless times, but I don't think I've ever really paid attention to. That's like me with Chumbawamba and the Bollocks. I think it's you and the Quim with Avengers. I've never heard that.
I mean, the way he sounded like it sounded like an insult, but I was like,
Yeah.
there's no way. Like maybe who knows? Loki's from
Yeah.
a different planet. Like when there's like also a scene in the movie where Thor says oh he looks like Bilgersnipe, and you're just like, what Bilgersnipe? He's like, oh, long gangly fucking antlers. You don't know what Bilgersnipe is. You don't have that here. Like crazy.
Yeah. That is Quim. Nice. Maybe I'll start using the word Quim then.
It's definitely has more angelic. It's more angelic than the C word.
Yeah. Is it anything like number 33? A baw bag?
I don't know
Is it-
what that is. Ball bag.
I don't. Baw bag is a. Ball bag is a. Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's a scrotum.
Oh, okay.
A scrotum. Then number 2, an ignorant, obnoxious, or otherwise debatable person. Okay, dabble dabble. So yeah,
Dabba dabble.
so a ball bag is someone obnoxious or a ball sack.
Dabba dabble.
I never liked ball sack either. That's another one. You know, when they're like, kick them in the ball sack.
I mean, it's pretty.
It's
It's
funny.
pretty PG.
It's
It's pretty
There's a
PG in my opinion. Like,
yeah.
it's a little strange. It's like
There's there's a really funny movie that absolutely nobody has ever seen. It's called Folks with Tom Selleck in it. It's from the early 90s. It's one of those that went like straight to video. It's a real long story. He ends up losing a nut doing something, Tom Selleck's character. Well, he's sitting there and the one guy kind of like invades his apartment. He's like banging his guy, Tom Selleck's sister. I'm really butchering this story, but basically they show them like he's losing something in the apartment. The guy looks at him and he calls him ball sack, calls Tom Selleck's character. He's like, "Hey, ball sack, they're doing this." And he's just sitting there with his big ice pack over his nuts. That's the first time I've ever heard somebody be called a ball sack.
wow.
Yeah. That's on a movie I recommend. I don't know how anyone would ever find it, but it's a very underrated movie.
Interesting,
Yeah.
dude. All right, I'm kind of like, because we have to be done here soon, but I'm kind of like perusing this list and look at, just like scroll down to number 47. What the fuck?
So we got fuckwit, we got tosspot, cockwomble, twat face, cack, 38, fuck nugget. Oh, 40. There we go. Okay. And then 41 knobber. Nice. 42 git.
That can't be that bad because they say it in Harry Potter a lot.
Yeah, git or jit. Hey, arsehole.
Okay.
Fuck bucket. Pillock. 45. What number did you want me to go to?
47.
47. Okay, 46 is fuck face. A shit magnet. 47 is shit magnet.
That sounds
So you're
like
a magnet for shit.
that sounds like a Leahy phrase.
It does. It's talk about shit barometers and get the shit I would be shocked if Leahy doesn't say shit magnet at some point.
I mean, yeah, you might.
Yeah. I just saw that clip on Twitter or it was Twitter or TikTok, one of those, where he's talking to Bubbles about, oh, you feel that? You feel that shit barometer? Shit, what's his shit winds? The shit winds are blown. The shit magnet.
Shit magnet. And we're gonna end at 50 here.
Okay. We'll do 40. 48 is bumhole instead of butthole.
That's not a swear word. Come on.
49 is shite, which I believe is just shit.
Yeah.
I think it's just how they say it. Oh, there we go. 50. You want to say number 50?
Yeah, I was gonna bring this one up. Scrote. Wild.
Oh, just because just saying scrotum isn't. It's just not. It's not enough. Let's just end it with scrote.
You gotta abbreviate that shit.
Sup, scrote.
Scrote. That's all she scrote, guys.
That's all she scrote.
Oh man. Well, yeah. We'll when we come back, we'll come back. That should be a fucking swear word. Anyway.
Ew. Oh, it would be a comeback.
When we come back, we're going to figure out, we're going to talk a little bit more facts. We're going to go back through this list. It looks like Amanda has graciously provided us with a lot of resources here. So, we're, just talk. Looks like she's got, I think it's like the swear words for different audiences, like the parental guidance, PG-13, rated R, things like that.
Oh, yeah.
So that'd be a cool thing to talk about. And I thought maybe we could, dive a little bit into what makes video games get their ratings, what different themes and stuff can be in video games versus, because there's not a lot of swear words in video games yet. You'll get one that's like rated M.
Yeah.
So
a lot of games I play are rated M. I am a
I
very
mean, that's what
mature.
most of them are now anyway.
I guess,
It's
yeah,
very
I
hard to
guess,
believe
hey.
that like a game or even a movie, but very rarely does a movie come out and you're just like I forget the last time I saw it, I was like, wow, this movie's rated G. That's fucking crazy. You don't see that very often.
Yeah. Well, Jaws, you just watch Jaws for the first time, all that blood and stuff. That movie's rated PG.
Oh, that's interesting.
Isn't it though? You would think it
Huh.
would have been at least 13 with the amount of blood and the way that the shark kills Quint there at the end.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yep, PG.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, ain't that some shit? On that note, folks, I gotta go. I got a boy to pick up at school, so I guess that's gonna be the end of that, and we'll catch back next week for swearing part 2.
All right. Sounds good.
So
Later,
on that note,
scroats.
later, scroats.
This is the end
Don't
of
forget
the
to
show.
dabba dabble. See you next week.
You made it through the road. We thank you deeply for listening along. Tune in next week for another one. As always, it's been a really fun time. We'll be back again, rolling every sublime. Every Tuesday, 6 a.m. Eastern Central Time.